A jeep speeds through the frozen Arctic wilderness, cutting through thick layers of snow. Inside is a family of 5, anthropologist Frank and Cassandra Murphy and their 3 children, 16-year-old Susan and the 8-year-old fraternal twins Shawn and Sharon. The blonde-haired, blue-eyed Susan stares out the window, gritting her teeth as she tries to shut out the noise.
Gamera is really sweet. He is filled with turtle meat. We all like him. Gamera!
OMG, shut up!
Mom, Susan's being mean to us.
Yeah.
Susan, that is enough. Your brother and sister are just trying to have a bit of fun.
They've sung this stupid song 100 times since we left Anchorage. I'm sick of it!
But Gamera is so cool. He's a friend to all children.
And the guardian of the universe.
He's been dead for 45 years.
Frank keeps his eye on the road as he says,
The reports of his death after kamikazing the Xanon ship to save Earth were at best inconclusive. That's why we were selected
By the Anthropology Society for the honor of this amazing opportunity. That means dragged us out here into the middle of a frozen wasteland far away from all of my friends and nice warm beaches. Don't forget the beaches. Yeah, I know all about it.
So glad you were actually listening. It is an honor to be selected to study the Eskimo tribe who first introduced the world to Gamera in 1965 after an atomic explosion woke him up. That big turtle saved the world from aliens and monsters like Gauss, Verus, and Zigra, to name a few. Your mother and I have worked very hard for this chance.
They asked you, not me.
Susan, do not talk back to your father like that.
Just being honest, I thought that was a family rule. After all, I had places I could have stayed. Stacy's parents were quite willing to let me stay with them.
Uh-oh, now you're in trouble.
I know it was hard leaving California, but that doesn't give you the right to be disrespectful to me, your mother, and your brother and sister.
Whatever.
Susan, we told you we were going to stay together. As a family, please do not ruin Christmas with your bad attitude.
Yeah, we live closer to the North Pole now. We're gonna be the first people that Santa visits.
If you have to believe in little kid stuff, stick with Gamera. At least he was real.
Santa's real. I've seen him.
Yeah, and you think a dead giant turtle talks to you.
What if he does? What then, huh?
Get real.
Get unreal.
That doesn't... You know what? I'm not arguing with babies.
We're not babies.
Shut up!
Frank's children stare at him, a little frightened.
Just keep quiet until we reach the Eskimo village in an hour. Please.
Sure, Dad.
Yes, Daddy.
Susan.
Fine.
Thank you.
The family arrives at the Eskimo village, where they meet the village elder and a welcoming party. After the villagers help the family get their belongings into a small base camp, the twins run off to play with the native children. Cassandra rummages through the boxes in the Jeep's trunk for items they need sooner rather than later. Frank speaks with the elder, but Susan leans against the Jeep, arms crossed, and scowls.
Thank you for hosting us, esteemed elder.
Very welcome. We invite you to a special dinner in Gamera's name. He is pleased with your coming.
Of course these people still believe in that freaking turtle.
Wait, Cassandra will want to hear this. Would you mind waiting a moment, esteemed elder?
I will wait.
Cassandra, you need to hear this. They're throwing a dinner in our honor.
Are you sure, Frank?
That's what he said.
Leave it to Frank to hear something important. He's got the memory of a goldfish.
Haha, that's a good thing, since I won't remember. Wait, what were we talking about?
See? Nothing to worry about.
Really? You and Dad need new material.
How about you go find where your siblings are and let them know it's almost time for the dinner in our honor. Therefore, I expect you especially to be on your best behavior.
Yes, Mom.
Excuse us, esteemed elder.
No need. That age difficult, no matter where one from. Nice to know we are not alone in that struggle.
You are very kind. Now, as to what you said about Gamera, He's alive? Have you seen him?
He come bring village whale meat every full moon.
They no longer see Gamera as the devil's envoy. Fascinating. What did Gamera look like?
I did not see him.
But you said you did.
I said he bring whale meat during night while village sleep.
But you said he knew we were coming and that he was pleased. How could you know this?
He bring more meat for you and the family.
Ah, I see. Thank you, esteemed elder. We look forward to the meal.
The elder nods and walks away with the welcoming party.
Now that is settled, what in the world are we going to do about Susan?
I don't know. She has a reason to be angry.
Yes, just not a reason to treat everyone around her like crap. Hey, remember when we were in that snowstorm all those years ago?
Heh. She wasn't even supposed to know about the danger we found ourselves in, but she has to know everything.
We did what we could. Maybe being here is exactly what she needs.
I hate it when you're right and smarter than me.
They just come so naturally. Well, my dear, shall we collect our kids for this feast?
Yes, my love.
The Murphys get through the feast without any outbursts. Even Susan is able to remain respectfully broody in front of the villagers as they reenact what happened the first time Gamera appeared to them centuries ago. However, on the walk back to the base camp, the reprieve of Susan's attitude ends.
The fairy tale at the end. That was enlightening.
Susan, you need an attitude adjustment.
Then you shouldn't have dragged me to the butt end of nowhere during my last 2 years of high school. I'm going to miss prom and graduation.
You're not going to miss all of your senior year. You know this is a tremendous opportunity for me and your mom.
Yeah. Dr. and Dr. Murphy, the foremost experts on the long-dead Titanic terrapin. Too bad you didn't learn a good turtle soup recipe.
Gamera's not dead.
Says who? Arctic Hicks and my goofy little siblings?
You used to believe in Gamera like they do. What did you call him? Gam? You even thought he saved me and your mom from that snowstorm when you were a little girl.
Yeah, and then I grew up.
What's that supposed to mean?
I used to think Gamera was real, like Santa Claus. I wanted to be like those Kenny kids, friend to all children, remember? But that stupid flying turtle kept my mom and dad away from me. And when I got older, he stopped talking to me. I thought I was crazy, or I didn't believe hard enough. But then reality smacked me in the face. Gamera died before I was born. He's a waste of time. End of story.
Stop saying that!
Not listening.
The twins run off.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but...
There's always a but.
But you need to apologize to your brother and sister. Then you and I will have a talk about all of this. Excuse me while I try to calm down a pair of very upset twins.
Cassandra chases after the younger kids.
Susan, why? Why all this anger?
Are you going to send me to my room? Oh, wait, I don't have a room. I live in a glorified igloo now.
That's enough. Go.
Frank stabs the air with his pointer finger, aiming toward the base camp. Susan rolls her eyes and walks in that direction. Frank then goes to a nearby igloo to collect and examine some artifacts from the villagers. Cassandra soon joins him. They look at each other, shake their heads, and say,
The joys of a teenager.
The next morning, Susan goes to talk to her sister and brother, who spent the night at the igloo of an Eskimo family whose kids they befriended upon their arrival.
Being the oldest isn't as fun as I thought it would be. Hey guys? Shawn? Sharon? It's me, your ever moody big sister. There's a blizzard coming, so Mom and Dad want you to come back to base camp. Hello? Huh. Where are you? Wait, what's this? Oh no. No.
She runs outside and meets a pair of villagers carrying buckets filled with fish.
Have you seen the twins?
Not today.
Crap. What about you?
No.
Crap. Do you know where my parents are?
The villagers point toward the igloo a few hundred feet away that houses artifacts her parents are examining.
Thank you. Tell us if you see the twins. This can't be real. I must be dreaming. Shawn? Sharon? Mom? Dad? No. This is not happening. Mom? Dad?
Frank and Cassandra quickly pop their heads out of the igloo and see their oldest running toward them.
Now what? I swear those kids. What did they do now?
No, Frank, something's wrong. She's not angry.
Huh? Wait, I see what you mean.
Maybe if I had talked to them last night, I didn't want them to do this. I was ranting, and why would they actually listen to what I said for once? It's all my fault.
Susan. Honey, what's going on?
Here.
What's this? Shawn and Sharon? Wait, why would my babies?
What does it say? We ran away to find Santa. Susan is wrong. We'll prove it. Love you, Mom and Dad. Signed, Shawn and Sharon.
Frank glances at Susan, who looks away in shame. They are joined by over a dozen villagers who heard the commotion.
The twins ran away. We have to find them before the blizzard hits.
Within an hour, the Eskimo men form a posse and venture into the frozen wilderness as the storm encroaches, calling the missing children's names. Susan stands by a pair of snowmobiles with her father.
Dad,
Get on that snowmobile.
What?
You're the only other person here who knows how to drive one, and we need to cover as much ground as possible.
But Mom is...
Get going!
Yes, sir.
Susan and Frank both mount snowmobiles and speed off into the snowstorm. Susan's mind runs as fast as said snowmobile as she charges upwind, snowflakes whipping past her like white moths. She keeps her mouth covered with a scarf and can barely see through her goggles.
You can't blame me for this, Dad. I didn't make the twins do this, but if they die, he and Mom will never forgive me. And maybe they'd be justified to hate me. Shawn and Sharon. They're so obnoxious. I'm sick of taking the blame for everything. I hate this. I hate them. I hate... Ah!
The ice underneath the snowmobile suddenly crumbles. The machine flips, throwing Susan off into the snow.
Dad, help.
Her whole body aches. She feels liquid, blood, trickle down her arm, leg, and face. She tries to scream, to call out. But her throat is a frozen desert, and her wheezes can't pierce her scarf. Paralysis sets in. Her eyes are heavy with fatigue and blinded by the white fog on her goggles. The pain is deadened by cold numbness. She blacks out. Susan wakes up and finds herself laying in a bed. Her body is stiff, and all she can see are blurry blobs.
Hey, Barnabas! She's awake!
Good. I was afraid she would miss Christmas, the poor thing. Give her some of Miss Claus's hot cocoa.
Good morning, young lady.
Susan blinks to clear her vision and sees what looks like a child with pointy ears and green clothes offering her a steaming coffee mug.
This will warm you up.
The white figure standing behind the child forms into a towering polar bear.
Ah!
Susan's hand flails, launching the hot mug into the air, and it falls to the floor and shatters.
Ah!
A startled kid runs behind the polar bear, who holds up his big clawed paws.
Calm down, miss. We won't.
It talks! Ah!
Susan's hand reflexively grabs at anything next to her, snatching a green flower pot filled with poinsettias on the end table, and throws it at the polar bear.
Oh, that was my head.
Susan hides under the blankets and shudders.
Get away! Go away!
She hears both light and heavy footsteps exiting the room, but she refuses to uncover herself. Sometime later.
Ho, ho, ho. You don't need to hide under that blanket, Susan. I see you when you're sleeping and know when you're awake.
Susan pokes her head out from under the blanket and sees a tall, old, fat man with a thick white beard and long silver hair sitting next to her. And instantly ducks back under the covers.
Ho, 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 ho. Just like when you were a little girl and your father told you there was a baby tiger hiding under your bed.
What?
The horned kaiju who injected Gamera with her parasitic young.
Oh, yeah. But how do you know that?
Isn't it obvious?
No?
Oh, my. I'm Santa Claus.
Make up a better lie.
I'm a saint. I don't lie.
You're delusional.
I'm not the one who thinks a hospital blanket can protect me from a bear.
Fine.
She sits up and throws off the blanket. Santa smiles warmly at her. After a few seconds of staring at the old man, Susan says,
Well, you don't look like a creep.
Glad to hear that. Though I'm not afraid to, as you kids say, throw hands when needed.
What? How did you know I was scared of a baby tiger as a kid?
Magic. But
Santa stands and walks to the door.
this time I had a little help.
Sis! Susie!
The teenager gets up to greet the twins, who tackle her back onto the bed in a bear hug.
Ow! My ribs!
And that is why you should have drinking your hot cocoa.
Huh?
We missed you so much!
Then you shouldn't have run off. Wow, I sound like Mom and Dad.
We're sorry. Santa said that we're almost on the naughty list.
Well, at least he saved you.
Oh, but that wasn't me.
Then who did?
Gamera!
Yeah, sure.
An elf only half of Santa's height, but tall for his people, enters the room and hands a clipboard to the jolly old man.
She's free to go. Just drink that cocoa and call me in the morning, young lady. Oh, wait, tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Never mind.
Excellent work as always, Doctor.
Hey, I've been spending years treating goblin bites whenever your brother attacks the North Pole. A few broken ribs, no problem.
Broken ribs? I'm just sore. And goblins?
Susan feels her size to confirm everything is where it's supposed to be.
How long was I out?
Oh, just one day, but you're fine now.
Can't she come on the tour with us, Santa?
Yes, please.
Of course she can come, children. Come along.
Yay!
Yippee!
Wait a minute!
The twins grab Susan's hands and pull their sister out of bed and through the door. Santa can't help but laugh as he follows them. Santa escorts the kids to the exit.
Come on, Susie, let's go!
Without coats? We'll freeze to death!
Not when we're protected by the snow globe.
The what?
It's a dome that covers the North Pole. It shields us from storms and makes our town invisible to radar and the naked eye.
Oh, Mama say, put on a jacket. There's a chill in the air. Here, sis.
He hands her a light jacket before they walk outside. Santa glances up at what appears to be a murky sky.
It's a bit frosty today. I think I'll tell Rudolph and the reindeer to clean it later.
Reindeer? Are they friendly?
Of course they are!
They're awesome, too. Blitzen is my friend.
Santa leads the kids along a well-trod pathway in the light snow. They pass a neighborhood of log cabins where Santa says the elves live. Santa's home, a humble red and white house with some flashing Christmas lights, can be seen in the distance. Pine trees decorated with everything from lights to bells to gingerbread men line both sides of the path. They see a barn with 4 of the 9 reindeer outside it. Santa mentions that just beyond the snow globe is Moore Lake, which is at the foot of a big hill. Soon, the group comes to the workshop, a tall red building with warm firelight pouring from every window and smoke billowing from its 3 chimneys. Santa opens the door and ushers the children inside. There, they meet an old yet beautiful woman with silver hair and tiny spectacles holding a tray with several steaming mugs.
Come on in, children. Yes, here. Drink these. It'll warm yourselves up.
The twins both snatch a mug, but the woman has to give one to Susan, who reluctantly accepts it. Susan takes a sip.
This is the best hot cocoa I've ever had. And my ribs aren't sore anymore.
Why, thank you. Yes, it is my favorite recipe. It keeps all of us warm and energetic while we are working in the shop.
Santa takes the last mug from the tray.
You spoil us, Mary.
He kisses her.
Ew! Mushy stuff!
You'll change your mind in a few years.
Santa takes him to the main room, where hundreds of elves are building various toys, from tiny model cars to electronic devices. A few reindeer, including the red-nosed Rudolph, are pulling wagons around to collect completed items. Christmas trees, assembly lines, and tools are everywhere. A gingerbread house the size of a small bus sits near the opposite wall. Susan can only stare at everything.
Sweetheart, do you know where Barnabas is?
In your office, dear, just waiting for you.
Ah, yes. Come with me, kiddos.
Santa leads them up a few flights of stairs and finally to a wooden door painted green with the name Santa Claus etched in gold on it.
Who's Barnabas?
You'll see.
He's one of the coolest people here.
Well, he's not a person. He's a...
Santa opens the door. Inside, amid strands of lights, plates of cookies, and the paraphernalia of priests, is a polar bear sitting at a desk.
Hello, Santa, and welcome to the North Pole, children.
Party!
The twins run to Barnabas and hug him affectionately.
No need to worry, Susan. I would never hurt you or the twins. Only goblins ever feel my mighty wrath.
Santa Claus. Elves. Goblins. Talking bears? Oh my.
Santa pulls up a chair.
Have a seat, Susan.
She sits in the chair.
I know this is a lot to take in.
You think? Next thing you'll tell me Gamera is alive.
He is.
What?
Told ya.
Shawn, rude.
Ho, ho, ho. Gamera and I have known each other for years. Sometimes he even helps me deliver gifts on Christmas Eve. We're both friends to all children, after all.
Everything I know is upside down.
Barnabas suddenly stands from the desk.
Children, no.
He rushes to the twins, who are trying to touch a holly wreath hanging on the wall. It seems to glow as their hands get closer.
But it's pretty.
That is only for Santa.
Why?
That wreath is actually a mystical crown. Its power comes from the belief of children, whether it be faith or fear. Like one of my fellow saints wrote, the devils also believe and tremble. I wear to signify my rulership of the North Pole and recharge my magic.
That is so cool.
It is, and that is why I must keep it safe from Krampus.
Krampus?
Yes, he's my evil brother.
How does a saint end up with an evil brother?
Well, it's no different than Cain and Abel. Krampus lost faith in humanity, and in his despair he sold his soul to the devil, so he was cast out. Now he's a twisted monster who wants nothing more than to make others suffer, especially children.
Doesn't he only go after naughty kids?
There was a time I let him do that, but I stopped giving him the naughty list when his punishment became too cruel.
Yikes.
He's waged several wars trying to invade the North Pole with his army of goblins. I met Nicholas during the second one. So many goblins were felled by my mighty claws that Nicholas used his magic to give me the gift of speech.
It was one of the greatest pleasures of my long life to do that for you, Barnabas. After the third war, we put up the snow globe.
Then how did the twins and I get in here?
Gamera brought you to the outskirts of the snow globe, and then I carried you in.
We got to ride on Gamera's back.
It was better than a roller coaster.
I'm sure it was. What's next? Kalara and the Space Women? The Tooth Fairy?
Of course not. But the Easter Bunny, on the other hand.
I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
There's something I think you would all love to see. Come, look out the window. It's made of enchanted glass. I can view the whole world from up here.
Wow. I wonder if we can see our house.
Which one?
Can Can we go home now? To the village? Mom and Dad must be worried.
They are. Barnabas, see to it that...
What was that?
That can't be Gamera.
Through the big window, they see a kaiju-sized reindeer with a mouth full of sharp teeth and eyes filled with fire smashing its antlers against the snow globe. Cracks snake across the dome with every hit until it finally shatters. Susan pulls the twins away from the window and into a corner of the office, where she shields them while holding them tight.
It's okay, don't cry. Be brave.
Outside, the gigantic reindeer stomps through the breach it made, and an army of goblins floods into the North Pole.
Barnabas, sound the alarm!
No need to tell me twice.
The polar bear opens a hidden compartment inside Santa's desk and slams a red button with his paw. An army of toy-like tanks and jet fighters deploy from red and green hangars and attack the kaiju and goblins. Dozens of goblins disappear in explosions or fly into the air, screeching. But the monstrous reindeer rears back and stomps the ground. The earth's shaking for several miles, crushing the toy army underfoot. The lights in the room flicker chaotically upon each impact. Santa grabs his wreath off of the wall and turns to the polar bear.
Barnabas, get the children to safety before...
The goblin horde storms the workshop, smashing through every door and window on the ground floor. The taller elves grab swords and hammers hidden inside cabinets and closets and under work tables to fight the creatures. Even the reindeer kick and ram the goblins, but they are all quickly overrun.
Filthy beasts. I will...
No! I need you here. The children!
Barnabas stops and sees that even Santa is struggling to be brave for the younger children.
The window! We can escape through the...
Just outside the window is a giant glaring black eye. Santa hides the wreath behind his back. Barnabas charges at the window and throws it open. His clawed paws swipe at the eye, but it quickly moves away, and a snarling mouth full of yellow teeth suddenly appears. Barnabas slams the window shut and shrinks back, growling. Susan covers the twins' heads with her hands.
Don't look!
Gamera, please, we need you! Gamera, help us! Gamera!
I don't...
A fireball bursts through the window, and a few seconds later, a monstrous figure leaps from the kaiju reindeer's nose and through the half-melted portal. It is a towering shadow in the dimming light, and wears a black overcoat, pants, and stocking cap. Devilish horns pierce the cap atop the creature's goat-like face, which is covered with ashen fur. Tufts of dark hair poke from his sleeves and pant legs, surrounding his claw-like hands and hooved feet. His red eyes burn with seething hatred.
Krampus.
Merry Christmas, brother.
Barnabas impulsively charges the creature, who counters with a backhand that sends the polar bear stumbling back. Barnabas rubs his bleeding nose. Krampus glances at Susan and the twins and smirks.
I see you have implemented my idea to make the naughties earn their gifts through slavery.
No.
Santa!
Their fear strengthens me, brother. It is the most powerful form of belief. Or have you forgotten? So many years of manipulating children onto your nice list by frightening them with me.
Never again. Not after what you did.
What I did? Children, did he tell you I sold my soul and that's why I was exiled? No. He threw me into the frozen wastelands for doing my duty, for punishing the naughties. He didn't think I'd survive, but I did. And thanks to my dear brother, I discovered a stronger, more powerful magic. Black magic. It confirmed what I already knew. No one is righteous. Not even children. Isn't that right, Saint Nicholas?
Enough! Be gone!
Not until you give me the wreath!
You would use it to torture all children and destroy the North Pole. No!
Krampus raises his hand, and the gigantic reindeer lowers his head to peer through the window again with one huge eye.
Tyrannus insists.
Gamera, help us!
Save us, Gamera!
Oh, pathetic naughties. Oh, that wretched reptile is...
Whoa! It's
Gamera!
Above the workshop, a gigantic turtle shell spins like a flying saucer thanks to 4 jets in the sutures where his limbs should be. It stops spinning and slowly descends to the snowy ground. Stubby arms and legs and a fat head poke out of the gray armor-plated shell, and a turtle as tall as an office building stands to his full height. His white eyes flare, illuminating the saber-toothed tusks on his lower jaw.
Let's go, Gamera!
You are strong, Gamera!
I don't believe it. This can't be real.
Tyrannus! Kill him!
The dark reindeer immediately spins and kicks Gamera with his back legs, launching the towering turtle backward. He tumbles to the ground, landing on his shell. But he instantly retracts one arm and one leg, igniting his jets and flipping himself to all 4s before standing again. Gamera opens his mouth and belches a torrent of flames at Tyrannus. The reindeer jumps back to avoid the firestorm, and his nose glows neon red. Laser beams shoot from his snout and hit Gamera in his abdomen and mouth, snuffing his fire breath. A trickle of green blood oozes from between his teeth and tusks.
Gamera! No, Gamera!
Gamera staggers back. Tyrannus bows his head, and his antlers jut from his cranium toward the turtle. They clap together, clasping the reputed friend to all children. Then, impossibly, the monster reindeer raises his head to lift Gamera and catapults the turtle. Gamera hurls through the air like a gigantic stone, crashing into a snow-covered warehouse that collapses on top of him. His eyes slowly close as he lies deathly still.
No!
Who needs 9 tiny reindeer when I created one? This gigantic and ferocious.
Curse your unholy abomination.
The goat-faced villain glares at Santa and thrusts a clawed finger toward him.
Ugh, spare me your holier-than-thou bluster and give me the wreath now!
Never.
While Santa and Krampus argue, Shawn looks at Sharon and nods. The two of them break free from Susan's grasp, and Shawn dashes to Santa and snatches the wreath, which now glows with white light. Krampus lunges for him, but Shawn throws the wreath over the monster's head and slides between his legs as Sharon catches the wreath. Susan jumps between them and the door. Krampus turns, but before he can charge at the kids, Santa grabs him from behind.
Run, children!
Let me
Barnabas, protect them!
But Santa!
Go!
The polar bear dashes toward the kids. Krampus slips free and decks Santa with a left jab, throwing his brother to the floor. But it's too late. Barnabas snatches the twins under his huge arms and smashes the door. followed by a panicked Susan. Outside, Susan gasps as goblins suddenly appear at the top of the staircase at the end of the hall.
Follow me, Susan.
Before she could answer, Barnabas turns and runs, and she instantly follows. Goblins chase after them. A few jump in Barnabas's way. And he grabs one with his jaws and throws it at the others, clearing the path. They keep running. Susan hears Krampus stomp through the office door and shout curses at them. Her pace quickens so much she nearly passes Barnabas. They race down the staircase on the opposite end of the hall until they reach the ground floor. They see goblins blocking every exit, while others rush at them, gnarled weapons in their twisted hands. Barnabas and Susan skid to a halt in front of the gingerbread house.
Jingle, jangle, strangle! We're trapped!
Hurry, get in.
Inside the door of the gingerbread house is Mrs. Claus, who motions for them to enter. Barnabas sets the twins down, and Susan quickly ushers them through the door. The wreath slips from the twins' hands, and Susan stoops to pick it up. Behind her, the polar bear rises to his full height, stretching out his clawed paws to block the entrance to the gingerbread house. With a sweeping motion, he strikes down several goblins who dare come too close.
Lousy elf rejects. You think if you serve the Krampus you'll get presents? You're already on the naughty list.
Naughties!
Barnabas, come on. Now or never.
Seeing the horned fiend coming this way, Barnabas squeezes himself through the door, and Mrs. Claus slams it shut. The goblins claw and slash at it. The inside of the house smells sweet, and the air tastes like sugar. It is illuminated by candles sitting atop old wooden furniture. A portrait of a younger Santa and Mrs. Claus hangs on the wall. Susan, though dumbstruck, is startled by a loud thud.
They'll break the door down!
I baked this gingerbread myself, and a primary ingredient is my magic dust. So it will hold. For now.
What do you mean, for now?
Do you have Nicholas's wreath?
I stole it from Krampus. It was so cool.
And stupid!
Yeah, and kind of scary.
Kinda. It was.
Okay, children, that's enough. What's important is that Krampus doesn't have it.
Here.
The wreath's glow dims slightly as Susan offers it to Mrs. Claus.
No, Susan. You must hold on to it. Its power needs to be replenished. But with fewer and fewer children believing in Santa year after year, this has really gotten harder to do.
Tell that to Krampus.
Fear requires just as much belief as faith. Both of those deal with unseen things. That's why Krampus wants Nicholas' wreath. He's gonna soak it in dark magic by filling children with the dread of punishment.
What do we do now, Mom?
Oh, I wish I knew.
Come out, little naughties, or I'll blow your house down.
Can you fight him?
I am not a warrior, child.
Susan offers the wreath to Barnabas.
Then you do it!
Very few can use this magic, and I am not one of them. But maybe if I could, I'd rip them in half like a wishbone and...
Barnabas. Children.
Sorry, Mom. They just...
Then give it to someone who can fight.
Who?
I know. Gamera!
What?
Yes. That just might work.
How? Why can he use the wreath and not others?
Oh, Gamera, he's no mere kaiju. He is a friend to all children, just like me and Nicholas, which means he draws strength from their belief. Oh, so if we can get the wreath to Gamera, it just might revive him.
What good will that do? Rudeath out there already beat him once.
Gamera always wins the second fight.
That's right.
The wreath flickers, if only slightly, in Susan's hand. It feels warm to the teenager's touch, and her chest suddenly feels heavy.
It's settled. The last hope we have is Gamera.
Shawn stands up, his face brimming with boyish determination. He grabs his twin sister's hand and pulls her to her feet.
We stole the wreath, so we're gonna take it to Gamera. Yeah!
No! I'll take it.
What?
But you hate Gamera.
I don't hate Gamera. I just... You're too young to do this.
Says Who?
Says me.
Jeez, it's just like having another mom.
More like Grandma. It's the best grandma ever.
Even if she doesn't let us help save Gamera.
Susan's right. It would be better if she did it.
Of course they'd want to go. It's not like it's dangerous or anything. Good grief, I don't even want to go. The things those two dragged me into.
The twins look at their sister incredulously.
Yes, Shawn and Sharon, I'm muttering about you. Ugh. Listen, you two. Do what Mrs. Claus says. No running off. Please.
The twins unhappily nod their heads in agreement. Mrs. Claus glances knowingly at Susan, which only confuses the teenage girl. Barnabas bends down and puts a big paw on her shoulder.
I will escort you. No goblin will touch you on my watch.
It's not them I'm worried about.
The tip of a birchwood rod punctures the gingerbread door. It sinks back into the wall, and light intrudes through the hole. Krampus's eye suddenly appears in the hole.
I see you, naughties.
Barnabas stabs a claw into the hole, making the fiend jump back. Mrs. Claus pulls an ordinary wreath off of the nearby wall and points at it.
Shh, decoy.
Barnabas nods. He turns to Susan and drops to all fours.
Get on!
I'm already regretting this.
She puts the real wreath around her neck.
Wait, it's shrinking. It's a necklace.
This is a defense mechanism. It helps with camouflage and makes it easier to move around.
Susan shrugs and climbs onto the polar bear's back like he's a horse and grips his fur. Mrs. Claus hands the other wreath to the twins. Barnabas smacks the door, throwing it open so fast it launches several goblins back. With a terrified Susan holding on tight, he charges toward the nearest exit. A confused Krampus and several goblins watch them.
Hey, Krampus!
The villain looks inside. Shawn waves the other wreath.
Looking for this?
Krampus growls, and his yellow-eyed minions lunge at them, but Mrs. Claus slams the door shut. She walks over to a rug, lifts it to reveal a hatch, and opens it.
Children, follow me.
Susan hadn't ridden a horse in a year, but she suddenly closed her eyes and pressed her face against Barnabas's hairy back. She heard him plow, chomp, and swipe dozens of goblins, stopping only for a few instants. She only knew when they'd exited the workshop when frigid air suddenly hit her hands and face.
We're almost there. Hang on.
That's all I'm doing!
We're coming, Gamera!
One of Tyrannus's antlers suddenly stabs the ground next to them. The impact trips Barnabas, throwing Susan off of his back, but her fall is cushioned by the soft snow. It takes several seconds for her to fight through the pain and blink her eyes to clear her blurry vision. She sees the huge antler retract, leaving a crater-like hole. After a familiar and horrifying silhouette leaps off of it and walks to her. Clutching the wreath, she quickly tucks it into her shirt.
Did you really think I would believe you would leave the real Wreath with an old woman and your precious siblings? Foolish. So foolish.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a wreath.
No? I may not see it, but I smell it. And it's on you. Only my sister-in-law would do something so desperate. Even after everything you've seen today, I can still smell your doubts. I was there years ago when it took root. When you didn't get what you wanted for Christmas from my brother. Didn't Mary tell you she added you to the naughty list when that happened?
No.
And yet, she sent you to revive Gamera. Like I said, desperate.
Please, stop!
This can stop at any time.
Suddenly, Susan is lifted into the air, and the wreath floats out of her shirt and reverts to its original form. Her frozen body floats to the dark figure. Krampus extends a black hand to Susan.
Just give me the wreath, and I will spare you and your siblings.
Susan, moving as though in a trance, lifts trembling fingers to the wreath at her throat. Terror coils tight in her stomach, yet she obeys, because she cannot do anything else, and slowly extends the wreath to Krampus. The wreath glows with a red aura. The demon's lips curl into an evil smile, but as if a jolt came from the wreath, her fear drains away and is replaced with disgust.
What am I doing?
She shakes her head.
No, I won't.
She pulls back her hand. The wreath's aura suddenly flickers white. Krampus's eyes fill with malicious disappointment.
So be it.
He reaches into his coat and produces a thick black birchwood rod.
Your doom is sealed.
But as Krampus raises his weapon overhead, Barnabas smacks the monster, shoving him back, and Susan drops to the ground. Barnabas looks back at the teen.
Go!
Krampus strikes Barnabas with the rod. The polar bear turns and tackles Krampus, and the two tumble into the hole left by Tyrannus's antlers. With tears streaking down her face, an exhausted Susan finds the strength to stand and stumbles toward Gamera, her pace slowly quickening to a jog. When she reaches him, she reluctantly touches his face, feeling his cold, scaly skin. Fresh tears streak down her cheeks.
You are alive. I'm so sorry. Even after everything I've seen today, part of me still refuses to believe in you, in Krampus, in Santa. This is all too much. It's not like when I was a kid and the world was filled with magic and wonder and excitement. I even believed you saved my parents from a snowstorm. And then I learned you died before I was born. I resented you for dying and for making me look stupid. I told myself never again. If I can't touch it, it isn't real. But now, when I need you, that's when you go and die? Oh!
As she hits Gamera's chin with a limp fist, she collapses into him and embraces the kaiju who was once her friend. She doesn't see the wreath flicker.
Please, Gamera. Gam?
She steps back, wiping away tears that are blinding her to the glowing shimmer of Santa's wreath.
Please, just live!
Her arm whips back and throws the wreath with explosive strength. It flies upward and lands on one of Gamera's tusks. The turtle's huge bloodshot eye opens.
It worked? It worked!
Susan jumps out of the way as Gamera stands, debris falling off of him. She points toward Tyrannus in the distance.
Get him, Gamera!
Back at the gingerbread house, Mrs. Claus and the twins descend a hidden staircase under the hatch that leads to a bunker not used since Krampus's last failed invasion of the North Pole. There, they see an elf sitting at a table with a radio microphone and a handful of monitors showing security camera footage of his fellow elves and Santa battling the goblin horde. He desperately tries to relay combat communications and keep the North Pole residents informed.
I don't know how much longer Santa and his army can hold out, Mrs. C.
Oh, my dear Nicholas, hold on. We must believe in Santa and your sister.
Sweet sleigh bells!
Woo! You can do it!
Let's go, Attention! Attention! Gamera lives again! The tusk turtle stomps toward Tyrannus. The ravenous reindeer's nose glows a sickly red and shoots lasers. But Gamera turns his back to his foe, his shell deflecting the deadly beams. He quickly retracts his head and lives inside his shell and ignites his jets, flying backward at Tyrannus. The reindeer keeps shooting laser blasts at Gamera until the flying turtle crashes into him, breaking his nose. Gamera protrudes his limbs as he lands.
What does protrude mean?
It means Gamera sticks his arms and legs out of his shell.
Oh! For those tuning in, Gamera has landed and is now charging Tyrannus. The evil reindeer rears back and wildly swings his front hooves at the turtle, but Gamera bear hugs Tyrannus and pummels the reindeer's ribs. Tyrannus and Gamera float off the ground, and the reindeer kicks the turtle with his back legs. Tyrannus floats backward. He lands, and his antlers shoot from his cranium and clap together, caging Gamera's head. With our hero restrained, what will he do? Tyrannus bares his shark-like teeth and slowly walks toward Gamera as his antlers retract, chomping his saliva-drenched jaws, his eyes burning with murderous malice. Gamera struggles against the antlers, but they only squeeze tighter.
Go, Gamera! Do it, Gamera!
We love you, Gamera! The friend to all children cocks his head to get one of his tusks under the antler and chomps down on it like a vice. And now, he breaks it! Gamera snaps the antler with his jaws. Tyrannus flinches, and Gamera severs the other antler with a hammer-like strike with his huge hand. He grabs one of the gnarled antlers, swings it like a baseball bat, and smashes it against the reindeer's face. Tyrannus staggers back and flies away, but Gamera retracts his back legs and ignites his jets, chasing the reindeer. He snatches Tyrannus in midair, sucks him with a few left hooks, and tosses him to the earth below. The reindeer crashes into Lake Moore, and Gamera lands on the nearby hill. The turtle inhales, his throat glowing a blazing orange, and expels a fireball. The burning blast shoots toward Tyrannus, hits the ice under his feet, and the reindeer sinks into the lake as the ice instantly refreezes.
Hey, can I try that?
No.
Why?
You're too small.
Dude, you're an elf. You have no room to talk.
Hey, give that back!
Currently, Nate the narrator is chasing us.
That's not my name!
Sharon, hand off! He tries and he fails!
If you don't give that back to me right now...
Okay, children, hand it over. This is Mrs. Claus signing off.
Elsewhere.
Way to go, Gamera!
Curses! Foiled again! I will make you suffer for this, naughty. Just as soon as I climb out of this hole.
What?
Krampus raises his rod to strike Susan, but...
No!
In the distance, they see a red sleigh pulled by two reindeer racing toward them.
Curse you, brother. Time to die!
Krampus swings his rod and hurls black fireballs at Santa. But a white paw suddenly pops out of the hole, grabs the fiend's ankle, and trips him. A polar bear's head pokes out of the hole.
Barnabas!
In the furry flesh!
Krampus swats the polar bear's paw with his rod. Krampus runs, but he is quickly caught up by Santa's sleigh. His brother leaps out.
It's over, Krampus!
Never! Let's see you deliver toys without your beloved reindeer.
Krampus turns to attack the animals, an evil twinkle in his eye. Santa rushes to block him, but Krampus deftly switches targets and hits Santa in the gut with his rod, and the saint falls to his knees.
You should have seen that coming, brother. That mistake will cost you your life.
Santa!
Krampus raises his rod. But Gamera flies overhead and drops the wreath, which Santa catches, and the magical crown glows as he puts it on his head. Krampus's rod whips at Santa, but he intercepts his brother's wrist, standing resolute as a brilliant white aura radiates from him. Krampus drops his rod, and Santa uppercuts him. The Dark Overlord flies into the air and disappears into the distance. Susan runs to Santa and hugs him.
You're the bravest girl I know.
Thank you, Santa.
Hey, what am I, chopped plumber?
Barnabas crawls out of the hole and limps as he stands. Susan runs to the polar bear and hugs him too.
Ho ho ho! I couldn't ask for a better friend, Barnabas.
Oh, shucks.
In the distance, they see Gamera chasing off the goblin army with his fire breath.
And thank you, Gamera.
Later, Susan, the twins, Santa, Barnabas, and Mrs. Claus gather outside the damaged but still standing workshop with dozens of elves and the reindeer. Gamera is laying in the snow nearby.
Friends, elves, reindeer. We've once again defeated Krampus and his evil hordes. Gamera may have destroyed my brother's monster, but without these courageous children, Gamera himself would have perished. The good children of the world don't know it, but they owe Sharon, Shawn, and especially Susan a debt of gratitude.
Yeah, woohoo!
Susan smiles and blushes. Mrs. Claus walks up to each of the siblings and hands them hot thermoses.
This is more of my special hot cocoa. It'll keep you warm on your trip back.
Is Santa taking us?
No, not today. We have to repair the damage from Tyrannus and be sure that all the gifts are ready for delivery. Gamera is taking you.
Yay, we get around Gamera again.
Best Christmas ever!
If I had cubs, I think they'd be just like you.
We love you, Barney!
I'll miss you, kiddos.
He comes to Susan, who takes one of his big paws in both of her tiny hands. She holds back tears.
Thank you.
It was an honor, Susan.
Seeing that she is about to cry, Barnabas pulls her in for a hug.
Come on, you two.
The twins quickly join the hug. After a moment, they all break away, with all four of their noses a little sniffly.
I suppose it's my turn. Be good.
We will.
Here, give this letter to your parents. I have watched them and seen they are pure of heart. I would like for them to see the wonder of the snow globe someday when the time is right. Besides, I can always use help delivering presents.
Yes, yes! That'd be so cool.
Ho ho ho! I'll see you soon. Off you go.
Thank you, Santa!
As the twins rush off, Santa comes to Susan, who looks like she's struggling with her inner child.
I swear I am real.
How could I deny that now?
You'd be surprised. Soon you'll be an adult, and all the worries of life will make your memories of today seem like a dream. The people you love may even call you a fool if you tell them what happened. The spirit of my brother will tempt you to doubt again. That's when you need to hold fast to what you know to be true.
I promise to never forget. A little gift under the tree as an annual reminder wouldn't hurt, though.
Then here's your first one.
Santa hands her a golden wreath pendant. It takes everything in Susan not to weep.
Wow, thank you.
Merry Christmas, Susan. Ready, Gamera? All aboard, kids!
An hour later, Gamera drops off Susan and the twins just outside of the Eskimo village and flies away as the sun rises over the horizon. They hike through the snow until they reach the community. Their parents exit an igloo and, upon seeing them, run to their kids and embrace them.
Mom! Dad!
You're alive!
Do you think we're ghosts?
You worried us half to death!
Where have you been?
The North Pole, and we saw Santa!
You what?
Did you?
And Gamera!
Frank furrows his brow.
Oh?
Yeah, he helped Santa fight goblins and Krampus and a big mean reindeer. Well, Susan did most of the hard work.
Cassandra glances at Susan.
Is that so?
Susan touches the golden pendant around her neck.
Some things, you just have to take on faith.
Frank and Cassandra stare in amazement at the horizon. The twins jump up and down with excitement, while Susan can't stop smiling. The once divided family walks to their cozy base camp home. There, the twins and their older sister tell the tale of how, with a little help from them, Gamera saved Christmas. MIFV and Moonlighting Ninjas Media present Gamera Saves Christmas, starring Sarah Marchand as Susan Murphy, Claire Schreck as Sharon Murphy, Avery Schreck as Shawn Murphy, Damon Noyes as Krampus, Bob Heaston as Santa Claus, Drew Dodgen as Barnabas, Ryan the Omniviewer Collins as Frank Murphy, Joy Metter as Cassandra Murphy, Nate Chen as the Elder, Rebecca Olivia Hodges as Female Eskimo and Elf Number 1 and the Goblins, Shane Cochran as the Goblins, Daniel DeManna as Elf Number 2, and Nathan Marchand as the narrator, with Linda Jo Miller as Mrs. Claus. Written by Nathan Marchand and Joy Metter. Directed, produced, and edited by Nathan Marchand. Assistant directing by Joy Metter. Cover art by Jared Marchand. Follow him on deviantart.com/sketchman147. Music tracks included Gamera March by Hidemasa Nagata and Kenjiro Hirose, Gamera March Rebirth Edition and Anger by Sayuji Katayama. Gamera Appears by Koatani, Carol of the Bells, a Christmas Epic Trailer by Vasil Yatsevich, Gamera Showa Theme Epic Cinematic Heroic Orchestral Remix by Lilium Music, and Gamera Always Wins by Charles Campbell, with additional tracks by Dave Feslian from FeslianStudios.com. Sound effects sourced from freesound.org, Pixabay, and the original Daiei Film Foley. This and other MIFV audio dramas were made possible by the generous MIFV Max members on Patreon, including executive producer Damon Noyes. This is a fan production and no copyright infringement is intended or implied. All characters, video clips, and audio clips belong to their respective copyright holders. MIFV is a proud member of Pod Nation and the Culture Box Network. Thank you for listening. Merry Christmas to you all, and happy 60th anniversary, Gamera. Long may you roar.